So in this video, I'm going to talk about holding money, what it means, why you should care, how to know if you're bad at it, and then what to do about it. So there's receiving money, and that's income from your job, uh, alimony, inheritances, wherever you get money coming in. There is spending money, which is pretty familiar for all of us, and that is money going out. And then the holding of money is the place in between. So, why should you care about holding money? Well, the people that struggle with holding money are often the ones who also don't have a lot of savings, don't have a lot of investments. So everything gets kind of compressed into the right now experience and the future idea of having what you need in the future, having what you need later gets pushed off over and over and over again. And, maybe that's cool while you're still working. I know probably you have guilt about it because you should be saving, you should be investing, and you're not. But that day when you're not going to be working gets closer, closer, closer. And so maybe the stress builds more and more and more as you get closer to that time. So this is the person who struggles with holding money. Now, what's actually going on is it's not just an immediate gratification thing. Um, there is a bit of the dopamine of like spending, and sometimes these people have maybe shopaholic tendencies or things like that. But that's not really what's going on. What's going on is you don't feel safe to hold money. And I can't tell you why that is. Um, but we all have a threshold of this is what is comfortable for us. This is what's comfortable for us to receive. This is what's comfortable for us to spend. And then this is what's comfortable for us to hold on to. And when you are trying to increase your capacity for holding more, because maybe the next time you need new tires on your car, you don't want to have to wait until your paycheck comes or put it on a credit card again. Like maybe it would be nice to just have that money sitting there. If you got laid off from your job, then it would be nice to have a few months worth of money in your account to live off of in the meantime. So, these are the types of scenarios that make holding money more interesting, right? Now, because it is a matter of safety, the way to increase your capacity is nervous system based. It's building safety in your body. And it's really like when you receive the money, notice what happens. Notice the immediate, it's not really a desire, it's more of an impulse. Notice the immediate impulse to like get rid of your money. Do you pay all the bills and then spend everything else? And then you're living off credit cards until your next check, or then you don't have any money until your next check. And even though you're uncomfortable with the place of not having, it's familiar. So that's where you like keep bringing yourself back to. And you can do this at any income level. I know people who do this who are very broke, and I know people who do this who are, make six figures a year. It doesn't really matter. But it's still returning to that familiar range. And so you get paid. First, notice what happens in you when you get paid. Does your brain scramble? And now you're thinking of everything that you need to pay for, everything you have been denying yourself for the last 2 weeks or 1 week or however long it's been since you spent your previous income. And now you want to give yourself everything that you've been denying yourself. And it's like, maybe you don't quite recognize that it's like this scramble, but it's a scramble to like spend, 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 spend. So, really, first, just notice that it's there. Notice what's happening in you. Then, there are a couple different routes here. So, one is breathe and just being in the breath of it, just recognizing it and extending the amount of time before you do anything with it is going to start to increase your capacity. So even if you noticed, like, wow, my money just landed, and now I want to, you know, press add to cart to the 15 things or ship to the 15 things on Amazon that have been sitting in my cart and buy all the groceries and you do actually know that only 15 to 20% of that stuff is like what you actually need right now. It's like a secret, like you do know that, but it feels like a need, right? It feels like a need. So notice it and then do something else. Don't spend it yet, even if that means 3 minutes, even if that means 90 seconds. Breathe, go for a walk, move your body, dance, do something, and like let the feeling that's in you circulate and move and change and become clearer. Minimum 3 minutes. 3 minutes, that's it. That's how long it takes your nervous system to go through a cycle. It can be 90 seconds, it can be shorter, but 3 minutes is a good outer limit for that. Good. So move it through you. Take the pause. Notice what's going on. And then notice what you actually really need right now. Yes, you need to pay your rent. Write these things down or your mortgage. Yes, you need to pay your phone bill. Yes, you need to pay your utilities. That's true. Yeah. If you buy groceries in, for 3 days or for a week or for 2 weeks or whatever, do that. Then take another pause. What do you have left? How much money are you holding still? Then take another 3 minutes. Breathe it, move it, dance it, shake it, change it. For 3 minutes. Then make a list of everything that you need that you've been denying yourself and just set it aside. Again, for another 3 minutes. This is not a long process. You don't need a lot of time. Go do something else. Go wash the dishes, go clean the bathroom, go try on clothes in your closet, go take a bath, go call a friend, just do something else. And then come back and connect with what do you actually, and we're beyond the needs now, but what do you really want? And is it the things on those lists? Is there one item in your Amazon cart that you could do without and you could put that money aside for something? in the future? Can you wait on purchasing the things in your Amazon cart for a few days? Can you just let them sit there? I know they've been sitting there. They've been waiting for you to get paid. I understand. Can you delay it a little bit longer? And now you're creating more rather than the panic spend. I have to get it right now. You're creating space between you and these things. And even if you end up purchasing every one of them, you are, there's like a connection between you and those things. Like it's a seduction. There's like a dance going on between you and those things instead of panic texting, you know? It's like panic texting your toxic ex or something rather than waiting for them to text you and then you give it a little time just because it's juicy and yummy, and builds the tension instead of not necessarily as a game or whatever, but just like because it increases the energetic value of the exchange. So now when you're spending, you're increasing the energetic value of the exchange. You are enjoying it. You are seducing and being seduced by it. So this is how you build the capacity to hold more. And just a practical, I am not a financial advisor, just want to be very clear, but something practical you can do, and this is something I've implemented recently myself, is set up an automatic transfer. So as soon as your money lands, a portion of it, it could be $50, it could be $5, it could be $10, gets transferred to another account. And you can set an account up online. It's so simple. Gets transferred to another account that is not the account that you look at. So you're not thinking about it, you're not looking at it, and it's just happening without you having to put a lot of attention on it. And next thing you know, you're going to have a little hunky chunk in there and you're going to be holding money and you're going to be like, where did this money come from?